Let's start, though, with some breaking news concerning Manchester United and their search for a central midfielder. Let's come to you first, Mark. What can you tell us?
Yeah, well, when you talk about Manchester United and transfers, it's always significant. There's always a lot of interest because it's one of the biggest clubs on the planet, and therefore the fans are desperate to know what they're going to do in speaking today about potential incomings. And we've got a little bit of breaking news here on Sky Sports News with regards to what they're looking to do. Not necessarily, however, they have explored the possibility of signing players in the winter window. They're also looking ahead to the summer as well, but they have explored conditions of a potential deal for a central midfielder, particularly has a contract until 2028 with a year's option on side. So he's got a long-term contract. So we know that any potential deal would be significant to lose what they deem a key player. We know what happened to the last central midfielder they had that was very highly rated. Moises Caicedo went for what was then a Premier League record, £115 million. Carlos Baleba very much in the same remit as far as they're concerned. They don't want to lose him. They see a huge future for him down on the south coast. But the fact that Manchester United are in the market potentially to sign a player is hugely significant, and he's not the only name on their list as well.
Who else is?
Well, United's priority is signing at least one, possibly two central midfielders in 2026, whether that be or more likely in the summer. The focus is on signing them in the summer because it's quite a difficult window to get those long-term targets, and we understand the list of targets includes Elliot Anderson, Adam Wharton and Wolves' João Gomez. We know Casemiro could depart this summer. There is an option that Manchester United have to trigger an option in his contract to extend his time at Old Trafford, but those terms aren't favourable for Manchester United right now. Kobbie Mainoo's future remains unclear. Manuel Ugarte has not delivered so far in a Manchester United shirt. So you can understand why they're looking at one, if not two, central midfielders this month, more likely in the summer. But if they can bring in a player like Carlos Baleba, it could make such a big difference in terms of what they're able to achieve this season. There's been some mixed results for United, mixed performances over the course of the last few weeks, but they are well placed to deliver European football once more. So whether or not they can get a player in and support that and bring life into a season which has faltered at times, we wait to see. Be a player who could make a difference.
Comme tout Lyon, Mason. Comme tout Lyon.
Écris-le pas là-bas.
Mason. Mec, c'est n'importe la humeur, c'est n'importe quoi. Fais un check.
Il y a deux choses.
Dis-lui high five. Dis-lui high five. Mec, c'est à poil.
The football world is once again fixated on Mason Greenwood as the talented forward finds himself at the center of one of the most dramatic and controversial narratives in modern football. After rebuilding his career with Olympique de Marseille in Ligue 1, Greenwood's name is now being heavily linked with a sensational return to Manchester United under the leadership of new manager Michael Carrick. For many supporters, the situation is deeply complicated. On one side stands a footballer blessed with extraordinary natural ability, a player once considered among the brightest young talents to emerge from Manchester United's academy in decades. Greenwood's finishing, composure, movement, and rare two-footed shooting ability made him a nightmare for defenders before his career came to a sudden halt amid controversy that shook football globally. Now, after impressing in France with Marseille, Greenwood has shown flashes of the quality that once made him one of Europe's most exciting young forwards. His performances in Ligue 1 reignited discussions about his footballing future, and many United fans believe his return could provide the attacking spark the club has desperately lacked in recent seasons. Under Carrick's new era, Manchester United are attempting another rebuild following years of inconsistency, managerial changes, and disappointment since the retirement of Sir Alex Ferguson. Carrick, a respected former United midfielder, understands the pressure and expectations surrounding the club better than most. However, managing Greenwood's possible reintegration may become the toughest challenge of his managerial career. Supporters who favor Greenwood's return argue that football should allow room for redemption and second chances. They point to his age, his talent, and the possibility that Carrick could guide him back into becoming one of the world's elite forwards. Many believe that if Greenwood fully focuses on football, he could transform United's attack alongside the club's current stars and help restore the team to genuine title contention. But opposition to Greenwood's return remains extremely strong. Critics believe bringing him back would expose Manchester United to enormous backlash, global criticism, and reputational damage. The debate has gone far beyond football itself, becoming a worldwide conversation involving ethics, responsibility, public image, and the values of modern football clubs. Inside Old Trafford, every possible scenario carries massive consequences. If Greenwood succeeds on the pitch, United could suddenly possess one of the most dangerous attacking weapons in Europe. But if controversy continues to overshadow performances, the distraction could destabilize Carrick's rebuilding project before it fully begins. The media attention surrounding Greenwood's situation has already reached extraordinary levels. Every training report, transfer rumor, and public appearance instantly becomes global news. Fans, pundits, former players, and football analysts continue to debate whether the story represents redemption, rehabilitation, or another crisis waiting to erupt. What makes the story even more intense is the emotional divide among Manchester United supporters themselves. Some view Greenwood as a gifted academy product who deserves another opportunity after rebuilding his career abroad. Others feel the club should move forward entirely and avoid reopening one of the most painful and divisive chapters in recent memory. For Carrick, the pressure could not be higher. He is already tasked with restoring Manchester United's identity, rebuilding confidence inside the squad, and returning the club to the top of English and European football. Adding Greenwood's situation into that environment creates a level of scrutiny few managers would willingly accept. As the debate continues across the football world, one question remains impossible to ignore: can Manchester United truly separate footballing talent from controversy, or will Greenwood's return become one of the most explosive decisions in the club's history? One thing is certain: the entire football world will be watching every single move.